Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A mass drive-through testing event for COVID-19 is wrapping up at the Alerus Center in Grand Forks. It was originally for employees of JR Simplot and people who either worked or were close with employees of LM Wind Power. But health officials later opened the testing up to the general public this afternoon. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley was at the testing today and learned how the last-minute plans impacted one company's employees.
After a mass drive-through testing site for LM Wind Power employees discovered an additional 128 COVID-19 cases last week, Grand Forks health officials, with the help of the National Guard, decided to do it again today.
They're able to really generate a large number of tests collected without a lot of exposure because people can stay in their car.
Before opening to the public, tests were only being done for LM employees and those close to them, as well as those at the Simplot plant. But health officials say that may not have been the case.
We got word from Simplot late last night that they were not going to reach out to their employees and let them know.
In a statement, Simplot says they apologized for the misunderstanding and said due to the last-minute plans, they, quote, were not able to communicate to employees as we were in the process of closing our facility for cleaning and maintenance. Simplot says they are temporarily closed in an effort to slow the spread of COVID-19 and says they had yet to have any of their almost 400 employees test positive.
Now, it wasn't mandated to go get a test. By no means is it you have to go get a test or you lose your job. Anything like that.
Bernstrom says despite the many planning meetings he's been in over the years, he never thought this would be his reality twice in 1 week already.
And you kind of walk out of those meetings and you're like, man, we're planning for apocalyptic type stuff. And but the plans are in place. And now we get into this, and I'm glad those meetings happened.
Adding he expects today's test results to start coming in within the next 48 to 72 hours. In Grand Forks, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
It's still unclear just how many people were tested today at the Alerus Center. Another person in North Dakota has died from the coronavirus, bringing the total to 15. There are now 709 cases in the state, up 32 from yesterday. 18 people remain in the hospital. The death toll from COVID-19 in Minnesota is now 200. A total of 2,942 people have now tested positive. The recovery rate is also going up. 1,536 people no longer need isolation. Governor Tim Walz says schools in Minnesota will remain closed for the rest of this academic year. Distance learning that was supposed to run until May 4th is being extended through the end of the school year. About 900,000 students were sent home in mid-March when the governor issued his stay-at-home order. Minnesota resort owners are getting the green light to reopen under certain conditions. The state says they need to operate with sanitary and social distancing practices in place. Retail food stores, laundry facilities, and fish cleaning stations and docks will be allowed, but communal amenities such as hot tubs are not allowed. If the governor's stay-at-home orders continue, unnecessary travel will be discouraged and people will be urged to stay close to home. We willingly jumped into the 60s today, didn't we? Nice to see the warmer weather. And for those who didn't see rain this afternoon, should they expect it this evening? Let's check in with Hutch from home to find out. Hutch?
Thank you so much, Andrea, as we take a look at our time-lapse today from our brand new camera in Grand Forks, North Dakota at the home of economy. Thanks to our friends for sponsoring this camera. Look at the thunderstorms rolling up in the northern valley as the thunderstorm moved and scraped right through Grand Forks. You can see the cloud unleashing, well, some heavy rain. Nothing severe here with this system, but it is certainly bringing some rain. Now a look at your Fargo areas. We have some thunder showers approaching us as well. Let's get right to what the radar is showing as we head into our evening. We do have northern Cass County from Hunter south towards Castleton and even right over the FM area, a rumble of thunder starting to show up. So some brief heavy rain possible. Grand Forks, same thing. So those are the two primary areas of thunder shower activity right now, as temperatures are as warm as the mid 60s to the west, and we have some mid 50s in central Minnesota. Grand Forks, 61 rain-cooled degrees. Your planner for Fargo tonight looks like this. Hit and miss thunder showers in the early part of the evening, and then Andrea will slip down into the 50s with quieter conditions for the overnight. Grand Forks will be in the low to mid 50s here in the next hour or two, with temperatures slipping down into the 40s. I'll have details on a little more thunder to close out your work week, but our spring-like trend continues as well.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Much of the southeast can expect severe thunderstorms and flash flooding today. The severe weather follows several reported tornadoes last night that left at least 6 dead and dozens more injured across 3 states in the south. Janet Shamlian reports from hard-hit Polk County.
Uprooted trees litter neighborhoods in the town of Onalaska.
Everything was just like real calm, and then all of a sudden it swished.
The tornado hurled a pine tree at Nick Prager's home.
It went 15 feet in the air and landed right on top of the house.
First responders scrambled on the ground and from the air as Texas officials reported residents could be trapped in their homes. There were also deaths in Oklahoma as a tornado whipped across the city of Medill. It looked like a sandstorm as heavy winds ripped apart this Oklahoma steel and wire warehouse, tossing debris through the air. The funnel cloud could be seen from miles away, and homes in the area suffered major damage.
We were praying. We were huddled together in a corner, just trying to stay away from the door.
And in Louisiana, crews began cleaning up overnight after a tornado there left at least 1 person dead. The devastation made some communities unrecognizable, homes flattened, reduced to piles of rubble.
People are now getting a look at the extent of the damage here. It is widespread, and cleanup will take weeks. Janet Shamlian, CBS News, Onalaska, Texas.
Among those killed was a factory worker in Oklahoma who was on the way to work for the day just as the twister hit. We're hearing more today about 2 people accused of helping with the murder of a 19-year-old Moorhead woman. Court documents allege Andrea Payne and David Erno knew the victim was killed and saw blood on the suspect's face but lied to police about the situation. They're charged with accessory to murder. Police say Payne was told by the suspect that he killed Destiny Avery. 27-year-old Ethan Broad is charged with second-degree murder. Court documents show Broad admitted to cutting up Avery's body and throwing it in the trash. Her remains were uncovered yesterday in the Clay County landfill. It doesn't look like the COVID-19 crisis has done too much to stop the thieves in Fargo. Police say burglaries and car thefts were up in the last 30 days, but there's something everyone can do to help prevent the crimes. Officers say it could be as simple as locking your doors. The Fargo Police Department wants help identifying this guy. He's the suspect in the vandalism of the controversial Greta Thunberg mural downtown. Police say it happened April 3rd around 10 p.m. at the Front Street Tap Room. That's 614 Main Avenue. If you have any information regarding this man's identity and his whereabouts, you can contact Fargo Police. You can get another look at these images at valleynewslive.com. A Barnes County man is recovering after being rescued from a septic tank near Wimbledon, North Dakota. Firefighters say he was trapped up to his thighs for more than an hour yesterday when the ground gave way and the tank collapsed while workers were trying to empty it. There's no word yet on the man's condition. Some Target workers are planning a mass sick out on May 1st to draw attention to their safety concerns surrounding coronavirus. The group Target Workers Unite says too many people are coming to the store for non-essential items and occupying the stores out of boredom and for fun, and is putting employees at risk. Target has cut store hours, supplied workers with masks, is limiting the number of guests, and promoting social distancing. On the flip side, Target says it's seeing Cyber Monday size online sales in the wake of the pandemic. People stepped up in a big way for our virtual food drive for the Great Plains Food Bank. We teamed up to help people out during this COVID-19 crisis. We hit our original goal of $10,000 by 6 p.m. yesterday, so we're going for $20,000 by May 22nd. You can donate at valleynewslive.com or on the VNL News app. Just look for this button. Still ahead tonight, a musical salute to honor a neighbor's life-saving actions every day she goes to work.
We're tracking just a few thunder showers, nothing severe, but the Grand Forks area and Fargo starting to see them approach. We'll have your hour-by-hour forecast coming up right after this.